Welcome. This is Casino for Life, and this your first time listening. I want to say thank you and welcome. And you can always donate to this page anytime you feel like it. Just click the link in the description box, and you can always do so. I am your host, Carcino, and we are here to bring you the facts, ladies and gentlemen, the facts. And the facts of the matter is Ernie Hudson's wife. I just looked at that picture the other day. But we're here to bring you the facts. Simply the facts, nothing else. As we run it down to you, as they have a hard time trying to block my video from appearing on the lines. Now, let's talk about it. Now, we saw the fight take place, and today we heard from a lot of various people in the entire NBA talk. Then we heard people outside of the NBA talk. Then we heard people promote nothing but this fight all the way around. So now that the people have reported this all around the world, let's speak on the things they haven't been talking about. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we got some secrets popping out in this video today. Yes, you're going to have to wait for it. Now, as they sabotage this stream, as they've been doing a lot of my streams, and they continuously stranglehold this one, we would like to state this out to the general public that's watching this video for the first time right now here today. The Los Angeles Lakers have had problems on the basketball court as they're going to struggle as they try to get familiar with one another. That's not the problem here. The problem ensued when this play went down, how things were handled. You know, Ingram did an interview today. Rondo did his interview. Everybody was pretty much coached on what to say and how to address the press. And the way they were going to address the situation was simple. They said, we're going to act as if this didn't happen. For Rondo, he's not allowed to talk about the incident. It's just better if they don't say anything. Okay? So I think they went and gave Chris Paul an extra game. Gave him 3 games now instead of the 2 games he originally had, because people were saying it's unfair. He's the president of the. That's why he didn't get it. Him and Rondo should have got the same amount of games. With that being said, we move forward. And as we move forward, we have other questions that rised up and piqued a lot of people's interest. Another question that arose to the situation and piqued a lot of people's interest was Ingram. What made Ingram snap? So Ingram did his interview today, and Ingram basically was stating how the fact of the emotion of the game, the hard fouls, just things that was happening during the game, and he apologized because he should have kept his cool and things of that nature. But he's going to ride for his teammates no matter what. And he got the maximum amount of games because even though he received a technical foul, he came back on the court and punched. He came back on the court and threw a punch that could have hurt somebody, which incited the entire riot as far as the NBA is concerned. So that's why he got the most games. Now, what was also known, and what I do know by factual representation here, is that the NBA is trying to protect. And what I mean by trying to protect is they're deflecting the situations that are among us and definitely trying to protect those narratives that are false. Now, the internet is how a lot of people get their information. And a lot of people listen and watch the internet, especially if you're young. Now, LeBron's not going to go online. They're going to block out all this crap they see online. They block it out. They're trained. They're professionals. They know how to block out information and don't go on social media. But you got people that live on social media, so they can't escape it. So the storylines, what people are talking about, it becomes a major factor spreading around and including videos like mine that get seen anyway, no matter how much they try to submerge it, block it, and restrict it, the people will find it. And when the people find my video, you know what they do? They say, you know what, Carcino, you're right. You are right. So here's what happened. When the incident went down, Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Kyle Kuzma, all of these people live on the internet. You didn't know that. They're internet heads. So they're seeing all these narratives on the internet, and they're believing it. Ingram sees it, and he's upset about it. And he saw how people are saying LeBron James didn't even ride for y'all. He was more concerned about the other guys than his teammates. This went on through the Lakers locker room. And you know what the Lakers chose to do about it? That ticked off a lot of people in the camp. See, this is information that nobody knows. Only the selected few know. But I'm going to tell it to you right here. Let me tell you what happened in the Lakers locker room. They ignored it. The Lakers ignored it. They act like it never happened and they moved forward and went on to film class to study the film of the game and point blame at people. They ignored it. Then why are you here? You could easily leave, Mr. Sign of the Time. If it's fake news, then why are you here? It's fake. You don't believe it. Oh no, and then here's the situation that got even more insane, was the fact that at the film study, when they're going through the films class, a lot of guys they're not at the film study, they're not focusing on what LeBron was doing. The focus was on everybody else and not LeBron James. They credited Lonzo Ball with his hustle and effort in the film study, never giving any praise to Ingram at all for anything. They blamed Ingram for a lot of plays. They blamed Kyle Kuzma for a lot of plays. Never once did they blame LeBron James for walking up the court. Never once did they blame LeBron James for getting roasted by James Harden. Oh, this whole thing was LeBron's fault. We know that from the beginning. This whole thing was LeBron's fault. He did nothing. He did nothing. He did nothing. He stood by and watched as all of this unraveled. He could have stopped all of it. Well, you're looking at a situation now because of this film study and after it and during it. Ingram and LeBron has never had a conversation about any of it. He's never came up and said, "Hey, what's up, LeBron?" or "Don't worry about it, young blood, I got you." Ingram and LeBron have yet to have a conversation. That's how bad it is in the Lakers camp. They're lying to you, making you think there's nothing wrong. Nope. Did not talk to LeBron James. LeBron and Ingram did not speak to each other. LeBron spoke to Lonzo Ball. He spoke with Rondo. And he spoke with Kuzma. Kuzma and Lonzo, those two are more in line. Those two are more in line with LeBron James than anybody else on the court. Rondo and Ingram are more together than any of them. Lonzo Ball and Ingram are not tight, and Kyle Kuzma not tight. Forget that, buddy. That's dead in the water. All because of this fight. Oh, Ingram might be gone, and he want to be gone, really. He want a new situation. All of this because of the fight. It exposed a lot. Well, he believes what the internet showed him, and he believes in what the internet is telling all of them. Lonzo seeing the internet. They're listening to the internet. These are young kids. Ingram, LeBron, Lonzo, Kuzma. These guys live on the internet, the tech world. They're listening to all this stuff, so it's influencing them. They believe it. When they say LeBron was more concerned about Chris Paul than his teammates, they believed it. Well, Ingram believed it. Lonzo was like, well, he's patting me on the head. And that's when Ingram stopped really dealing with Lonzo Ball. Because he's like a lapdog to LeBron now. LeBron pat him on the head and tell him good boy, and he's happy. His tail is wagging. You know, he hit a couple of threes and made some passes and stuff like that. And he was like, good boy, Lonzo. Good boy. Yep. And this is another fact. So that's why Ingram, you guys missed what he was trying to say when he said, I will always stand up for my teammates. That was a shot at LeBron. Y'all didn't even peep that. Go back and watch the interview again when he's talking about, I will always stand up for my teammates. That was because LeBron didn't stand up for them. And he was sending that message out that way. Y'all didn't peep that. See, here you're going to find out information you're not going to find out anywhere else. The Lakers did not have a meeting. I repeat, the Los Angeles Lakers did not have a meeting. They did not discuss the incident at all. They came in and they had film study of the Rockets game. And not one time, from First Take. I don't even know what First Take says. I don't watch that show. I watch Undisputed. And I haven't even watched today's show yet. Not one time in this whole incident, in the film study, did they even show this play. This play is very telling. LeBron, who should have switched and stayed with Melo, got switched on the pick and rolls. And this is like they say, our main concern is the pick and roll. How come the Lakers was very good at pick and roll last year? This year, they suck at pick and roll. Who was a terrible pick and roll team last year? The Cleveland Cavaliers. Is there a familiar story here? Is there a familiarity with what we're seeing here? Lakers was ranked a lot higher in the pick and roll defense last year. This year, it's almost non-existent. What changed? Now, here's the problem and why they didn't show this play in film study. When they went to film room today, this play wasn't shown. I know that for facts. They don't know how I know, but I know. This play wasn't shown. Didn't have to be there. Let's just say somebody in there knows what I'm talking about. And that's all I'm going to say. And for your benefit, I'm going to show you the play that they didn't want to be seen, I guess, even in the camp. Now look. Here's a switch. Bron's on Melo. Watch this. He tells Ingram to just stay there when he should be switching and rolling with Melo. This is not even a hard switch. Look, it's a walkthrough. Why is LeBron standing there? Ingram should have rolled over with Gordon. Why are you standing there? You can't stay with Gordon. Now he's got Gordon. LeBron doesn't even try to screen him or stop the pick and roll at any way, shape, or form. He's letting the pick and roll come. He's telling Pope, here comes the pick and roll. I got Harden. He allows this pick and roll to happen, which is a terrible pick and roll. It's basically a walkthrough. No screening. LeBron, look at his stance. Hands is out. He's ready to defend James Harden. I'm more than an athlete. I'm LeBron James. Already LeBron has made one mistake. James Harden is a left-hand shooter. Why do you have your right hip out? That right foot should not be in front of the left foot because you're exposing your hip to a left-handed dribbler. He's going to go left. A right-hand shooter normally goes right. This is basketball 101. So kids, if you're watching this, this is what not to do. Never expose your hip. You definitely don't put your right foot out on a left-hand shooter, or this will happen to you. Look at that. You can't recover. You didn't expose your hip. Now you out there on ice. More than athlete. Hold on, I got it. Oh, shut up and dribble. Shut up and dribble. Now, what went wrong here? Why wasn't this play shown in film study? Why didn't they show this in the Laker film study today? Don't you think this is educational? Don't you think the team could have learned from this? That's what I was just going to get to that, Mr. Robinson. That could be LeBron's defense. I was trying to draw him towards JaVale McGee because I knew JaVale McGee would be in the paint. Here's the only problem with that. You're going to draw him to JaVale McGee, and JaVale McGee is going to close. You want Harden to attack the middle of the lane and drive him off the three-point line. If that was the case, you have to know where JaVale McGee is. JaVale McGee is not in the paint. The closest person to the paint is actually Rondo, who's over here. JaVale McGee's on the three-point line guarding Chuck Tucker because he's got to be, because you got to respect Tucker. So that draws him out of the paint. In actuality, to make this play more, Chuck Tucker should have slid over more to here. Instead of standing right there in that spot, he should have slid over a little bit more so that he would have more space and drawn him out more. Or it would have been an illegal defense on McGee. He would either had to commit to going to the hole or just leaving him wide open, but he was going to have to make a decision. So when more than an athlete, this is really just a dumb decision by LeBron James. He didn't know where McGee was. That's why he tried to follow up so quick, because he knew he made the mistake. When he got blown by, look, he's trying to recover. It's too late. JaVale's there. There's no way, as great as he can with his athleticism, he's not going to get there quicker than Harden. Harden, he's too far out. So about time he tries to close, James Harden's in the air already. Old man Bron, did he even jump? No. Stay down, old man. He just stood there. Now, this is the problem I've been trying to tell you guys about for years. He did this in Cleveland. He did this all over. His time is done. And they didn't even show that film study. And that's the problem that the Lakers have. And they have a divided locker room right now. Because Ingram is not vibing with LeBron. And he don't like the fact LeBron did not ride out for the team. And the internet is seeing it too. And they're running with it. Everybody on the internet's running with it. Bron cared about Chris Paul. And it's like, you got that started, Carcino. You did it. Nah, buddy. They did it. Now, if I'm saying LeBron James is the only player that made mistakes in the game, no. There are going to be mistakes. It's early in the season. But the division has already happened. Ingram and LeBron, they ain't vibing well. And when that happened, I knew for a fact there was going to be issues about that. He went and grabbed his buddy Chris Paul. Not once did he go talk to Ingram. Not once did he say, hey, man, what's going on? Or try to break it up. Not once. Yes. We will do this intervention for a moment. Don't forget to donate to the page. You can leave me a private message. Click the link in the description box. Leave your phone number, email. You can make suggestions to videos you want to see. As today, I did a couple of them. Oh, I did a couple. Oh, yes, I did. No, Gruden is a genius. Oh, no, he's not selling the farm. Do you realize what you got, Raiders? Gruden's not thinking about this season. He can give a damn about this season. Gruden is a genius. You know what you got next year? You got 4 first-round draft picks already. 4 first-round draft picks already. See, y'all don't understand. The NFL is built on the draft. More than any trade and anything in history, the draft is where the NFL thrives. It's not like the NBA. The draft means a lot more in the NFL. So when you get to draft all these guys from Alabama, Florida State, all these places, and he already knows the recruiting class is great. He can't wait to recruit. He's got to just weed out some of the bad things that was there when he was there. Great as Cooper was, he was expendable. He was an expendable asset that needed to go. They could find another Cooper. His problem is he's got to get rid of the quarterback. The quarterback is shot. The offensive line and got him killed. And he's not the guy who's going to lead you to a Super Bowl. You got no O-line to protect him. Marshawn Lynch got to go. You know, he's got to deal with the Marshawn Lynch issue, but Marshawn Lynch has got to go. He ain't been beast mode since he was in Seattle. I'll be like, thank you for coming to the Raiders and playing for your hometown. Here's a big bag of Skittles. Now go sit down somewhere. Now, like I've always said, I've always patterned myself about being real. Being real to yourself, being real to situations, being real to the environment, being real to the game of basketball. Being real. You see that guy with the World Series trophy? He patterned his life on being real. And because he was being real, he got to hoist a World Series trophy. Yeah, Ingram, Josh Hart, and Rondo, those guys ride together. So it's a divided locker room. Ingram no longer trusts Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma. He feels they're part of the LeBron James train and felt like they didn't do anything also when that whole thing went down. Seriously. See, here's a lot of developments of the incident. This was just icing on the cake. After he got bumped, that's a blocking foul. He wanted the and one. And he was just mad about that. And then he pushes James Harden. Everything blows up. Stevenson comes. LeBron is there the entire rip. And this is what everybody's been talking about, that they're seeing on the internet. Lonzo Ball comes and grabs him and walks Ingram out. Now watch this. This is there. LeBron's there the whole time. He's supposed to be the team leader. LeBron doesn't grab him. Stevenson grabs him. Then Lonzo Ball comes and grabs him. See, look, Stevenson grabs him. Stevenson's finna go back. Lonzo's finna come in the picture. Lonzo finna grab Ingram. Walk Ingram out. Now, while this is going on, this is why the Rondo play is going on. LeBron is right there for all of it. Look, Lonzo takes Ingram out. Now watch this. The whole thing originally follows Lonzo and Ingram. See, they're watching here. And then the brawl happens with Chris Paul and Rondo. And then they finna go back. They see the punches fly, and you see the rockets fly over there. Look at Lonzo Ball and look at Ingram. Ingram sprints. Lonzo Ball jogs. He does nothing. Ingram goes and throws a punch. Lonzo's there. Hey, come on, Ingram. Relax. Lonzo wanted no parts of the action. My man Nipsey, though. Look at Nip. Nipsey was there. He was ready. Nip was ready for it. And I like Nip was there. He wasn't rocking. He's wearing a Magic Johnson. He ain't finna rock no LeBron jersey like the rest of these lames. Look at Nip. I'm ready for whatever. Now, Carmelo Anthony and Ingram gets into it. Now, Ingram is ready to fight with Carmelo Anthony, who was over there cool with him. And now the official grabbed Melo because he was finna go at it with Melo. He didn't want Melo grabbing him. Melo like, look, I'm cool. Get off me. Now he wants to go at it with another Rocket. He wants to go at it with my man Eric Gordon. And Gordon like, look, dog, you ain't built like that. You need to relax. And LeBron, through the whole time, he got Chris Paul. And Floyd like, yeah, boy. I love this. Oh, I love that face-to-face, baby. I love this game. This game is fantastic. This game is fantastic. Oh, I love this game. You should have used the left and the right. You should have finished. I'm coming back. You just made me come back. This game made me come back. Yeah, I'm loving it. Oh, man. And the whole time, LeBron has got Chris Paul. He hasn't yet to go check on his teammates. This has sent a blow to Laker fans. This has sent a blow to his team. And they're divided. Not once. Where do they do this at? The captain of the team don't even go to his team. After the whole thing over there. Banana boat for life. The banana boat boys, 3 of the 4 was all on the court. If D Wade went there, man, it'd have been a party. Now look, Lonzo Ball staying with Ingram and Stevenson with him. Stevenson like, I got him. And they trying to figure out what they gonna do with Ingram. LeBron is talking to James Harden. LeBron has yet to console any of his teammates. Still, to this moment in time, he still hadn't said one word to a teammate. Watch LeBron through the whole thing. Watch LeBron. That's all you got to do. Watch it. Look what Bron does. Bron is there the whole time. When Chris Paul is doing this, he could have grabbed Rondo. He could have grabbed Chris Paul. He sees that. He still ain't did nothing. Chris Paul pushes Rondo. LeBron don't jump in and say nothing. Rondo punches him. Bang! He still don't do nothing. Now he moves in. And who did he grab? Chris Paul. Come on, Paul. Ingram come and ride for his teammates. What was he supposed to do? Break it up. Be a leader. Say, hey, knock it off. We down 1. Hey, we down 1. Calm down. Rondo, go over there. Paul, go over there. Punches wouldn't have been thrown. Nobody would have been suspended. Had LeBron James had did what he was supposed to do, it would have been kept at a technical foul on Ingram. Had LeBron been a leader, this wouldn't have happened. And none of you LeBron James fans are gonna get away with defending him tonight. I told you that's dead. That whole narrative is dead. You can't get away with it. No more excuses. The Lakers don't need him. They actually play a lot better when he's out of the game. LeBron had ample time to break up all fights. He did not. Truck Tucker I swear, Truck Tucker would have laid him out. Truck Tucker would have laid him out. Well, Kyle Kuzma was on the bench, so he couldn't really do nothing. Ingram is soft. I don't think dude's soft. He been on that lean. He got the lean face going on. My man look half asleep, half awoke, but he ready for that action. Lights, camera, action is on. Kuzma looking like, well, they ain't have me in the game, so y'all want to play Pope over me, so all right, I'm gonna chill. But that's what I'm saying. He ready to ride for his teammates. LeBron ain't. Like I said, when we started this video off, nobody was on the line. Yeah, this is a 4K television. Yep, and you can see the sweat glands. But then I tell you, people who want to see the video, they'll find this video. They can't stop it. Rondo and them had beef before, but that whole beef came from Rondo getting peed on all night. Rondo told Chris Paul before, you will never win a championship. When Rondo was in Boston and Chris Paul was in New Orleans and they was winning, and the Celtics was winning the game and beating them, and he told Chris Paul then, you'll never win a championship. I told you, Ingram has been working on fighting. He's been improving his fight game. He want to fight people. See? This is what Ingram is doing in camp. He training MMA. He punching the bag and everything. Ingram ready. He ready to throw down. This is how he was training for basketball this year. He's been learning how to fight. So he spent this season learning how to fight. They gonna make Ingram out to be the villain. Watch what I tell you. He gonna be the bad guy out of this whole thing. Watch how they word it. They gonna make him out to be the criminal. Make him out to be the bad seed. You can smell it. But practicing on fighting is not going to help you on the basketball court, bro. And on that note, I got to roll. Like I said, don't forget to go and make a donation. Click the link in the description box. Make sure you do that. So that way I can keep up with all you guys and see what requests you guys make. Thomas Felton, he been holding it down for all y'all. He's in second place right now. Yep. Guru then fell to third. He's got 11 donations. Y'all, the other guys, they made 3. He's made 11. Thomas Felton has been holding it down. Like Marshall Carter, I appreciate the love. Dapper Van, BTN. No matter if you leave $1, $2, or how much I appreciate all of it. That's right, Eric. Your $1 that you hold on to so very much. I appreciate all the love. Eric's like, I'm holding down the $1 donation. I'm like, it's gonna cost you $2 just to post the $1. There's a link in the description box, Don. Now, without Ingram and without Rondo, what chance do the Lakers have of beating the San Antonio Spurs? They have a referee's chance. So there's a very good chance my money could be in jeopardy tonight. Statistically, there's no way I should be in jeopardy tonight. But DeRozan is playing, and he always gets frozen when he plays against LeBron because LeBron knows how to play him. Force him to dribble to the paint. The Frozen has problems finishing at the rim, but I'm like, that's normally a playoff problem for him. Oh, the refs have helped him. How do you think he got the points that he got? If the refs wasn't blowing the whistle, he wouldn't have got anything in the first 2 games. I'm gonna see if somebody left a donation. Let me see. I like that suggestion, Mr. Felton. I will be doing that. That is a good idea. I like that suggestion, and I will make that a video. You're absolutely correct. I agree with that whole assessment.
In this video, we'll give you an overview of YouTube Premieres, which is a feature that lets you and your viewers watch and experience your new video together. Here's how you can create a premiere of your own.
What the hell?
You start by uploading a video, just as you normally
I gotta go.
In the drop-down, select